Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Linux commands. So we already discussed about a few Linux commands. So to continue with that one, so today we will discuss about ls command. Ls is the list of, it will show the list of files and directories. If you give ls, it will show you the list of files and directories in this current directory. Currently I am into the root. So under root, I don't have any files and directories. If I need to see the from the root level, so here it will be show the list of files and directories. If you give ls, it will show you only the files and it doesn't show the information about these files and the users, the when it is created the files and all. To show that one, ls, if you give ls-l, it will show you the long list. Okay, if you give ls-a, it will show you the hidden files along with the file details. Okay, now if you give ls-l r means t, it will show you the list of files, and r means recursive, and t means it will be updated latest files and all information. It will be show you the size and all. Okay, now ls, okay. L means long list, R means concatenated. So if I need both ls-la, it will give you the hidden files along with the information. R means recursive. Okay. So L means long listed attributes. Hyphen A means all the files and directories included. Okay. For particular files and directory, if you need to see, you need to do D. And R means recursive structure. I means inodes. Suppose ls-l a, we can give concatenated, we can give command to see all this one lrti. If you give inode numbers also, if you need to see ls-i, you will give the inodes of the files also. Okay, t means, suppose, let me switch it to the normal user. ls-t lt, t means it should be show you the latest created files. Okay, so today is September 23rd, it should be created. The t means it should be show the latest files on the top. Okay, so if you want to see some other location files, suppose I wanted to list out the files and directories on the bin folder. Under root there is a bin folder, right? So we can able to see ls-la, under root I need to see bin. So there is only one folder. Like that you can able to display the number of files and directories. So one second. Okay, that's all about in the ls command. So currently I am into the ubuntu /home ubuntu user. So here if I give ls-ltr, so it will show you the list of files and directories. So it doesn't show the hidden files. -a means all files, right? Suppose if you try to create a file with extension .txt, so this file doesn't show. If I give ls-la, so this file it doesn't show the .text file. If you give ls-la, so it will be displayed the .text file also. Okay, if you see where we created .bash rc .profile, see here .profile also, .text file also it should be created here. Okay, so that's why you, if you need to display with hidden files, okay, then that time you need to give -a option, ls-lert. If we need to see only the files and directories, ls-lrt is fine. Okay. So here you just need to remember, if started with dash means it should be a file. Okay. If you see with -d, that should be an directory. Okay, directory means it's nothing but a folder. So under folder we have files, right? Same thing like that. Okay. So we have different types of files we will discuss in detail. Okay. So if you started with hyphen means it's a ordinary file, means normal file. Ordinary file. If you started with the D, it should be a directory. If you started with B means it's a special block file. If you started with C means a special character file. If you started with L means it's a symlinks. Okay, it should be symbolic link. So we'll see how to create a symlinks, symbolic links. Okay, so that we will discuss. Suppose symlink is nothing but if you have file here somewhere, so you just need to create a shortcut of that file. Okay, so that time you just need to give ls-n text test1. So it should be, currently it's a 0 link. We'll show you how to create a symlinks and all in the next session. So now that's all about in ls command. Now if you see how to create a files, okay, we can create a files in different ways. Okay, using touch command also we can create, and cat command also we can create a file. And if you see vi editor also you can create a files. Okay, to create, in order to create a files we have different tools and utilities: cat command, touch command, and vi vim editor. Okay, to see now the cat command, first we'll see touch command. So using touch, okay, touch and file name, syntax is touch and file name. File name should be anything. Okay, sample file. If you need any extension, okay, you just need to provide that extension. If you didn't provide anything, I'm giving sample one, the file name, or file name 1, touch file 2. So it should be created a empty file. Okay, so like this you can create n number of files at a time. Touch file 3, file 4. If you see ls hyphen l lrt, it should be created file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4. File 1 already I just created before this. So file 2, file 3, the spelling is mistake, right? So same thing, it should be created. If I need to rename this file, the command is mb file 3 to file 3. Now if I see ls-l, the name is changed. To rename, the command is mb to change the file name. Okay, if you want to insert any data inside this file, okay, you just need to give echo command, ri or else vi command, vi file 2. So you just need to press enter after if you use vi command. Okay, hi everyone, very good morning. So once if we inserted the data, and you can wq this symbol, kill symbol, so it will be saved. So if you want to see the data from the outside, you just need to use cat command, cat and file2. So you can able to see the data inside the file2. Now if you check that size of this file, ls-t, so latest modified file is f2. So this is the size of the file, and this is the user, this is the group. Okay, and see here, it should be a file. If it is a directory, it will be started with D option. Okay, we will see what is this RW hyphen, these things we will discuss in detail. So currently we are discussing just basic commands of Linux. Okay, so now we have seen how to create the files, empty files with the touch command. So you can create a .java files also using touch. .html also you can create. Hello.java. Okay, you can create a hello.java file. It should be created a empty file while using touch command. If you want to create using cat command, okay, cat, you need to create a HTML file. Okay, index.html file. You just need to create it. Sorry, you just need to use output direction file, and you just need to use index.html file. It should be created and it should be opened. Okay, you can able to enter the data. So hello world, some data you just need to insert in this cat command. So you already inserted some data. If you want to quit that, you just need to use Control D option. Okay, it should be come out of the file. Now if you see this one data, so you just need to use index.html to see the data, what is data inside this file. So this is the command, cat and file name. Okay, using this also we can able to see the files. Now there is another option like VI. Okay, VI, ls -l to see the files. Index file is there now. VI file name should be anything like script .sh. So you can do ls pwd, okay, cat. These commands, whatever you can insert the data. Once that is, you just need to quit out of this file. Using VI also you can create a file and they can able to save. Okay, these are the currently list of files and directories in this folder. Okay, like this you can able to create the files. See, we have seen cat command to create a file. Uh, cat we have seen, and touch command, VI editor we have seen. So to create and display the text, we just need to use cat option and file name. And to create a file, cat and file name. To view the content of the file, and cat and file name. To append or something data, okay, I need to show you something. Suppose I have a data inside the file 2. Hi everyone, very good one. This is the content inside file. If I want to insert some data in this file, from the outside. Okay, suppose I am inserting new data. If you try to use, please practice every day. If I try to insert the data into the file 2, so these data will gone. Okay, and the whatever the newly created data, it should be inserted into the file 2. So if you see now, file 2, so this latest data should be, it is there, the old data it should be overwritten. Okay, to append already existing data, so you just need to use redirect output symbol. Okay, so now please make sure you have used append. Something I need to insert it. So that time you just need to give double greater than and file 2. If you see, so this data also there, and whatever you are going to be, this data also it should be inserted after this line. Now if you see file 2, so this one is there and this one also there. So if you didn't mention anything, it should be overridden. If you want to append the data, you just need to use double ampersand. Okay, now if you want to see the data at a time, file 2, file 1, I have some data, file 2 also I have some data. Now I wanted to redirect to file 2, file 3 data into file 5. Already I have data into, I have files LL. If I see file 3, file 3, 4, it is there. So I wanted to insert the file 5. Whatever data into the there in file 1 and file 2, I need to be inserted the data. Cat file 1, file 2 to file 5. This would be created the file and followed by the file 3. The content of whatever it is should be there. It should be inserted. If we want to see cat file 5, see it should be appended both the files data into the file 5. So whatever individual data it should be there, right? It should be appended into file 5. Now if we want to see the data, we have to see, we have use directly cat file name, right? So if you give file 5, so if we give like this also, cat less than symbol and file name, it will be displayed the same. So less than means like it should be inserted, not inserted, it will be show the data. Okay, open a file, it should be open a file. The same, it should be same. If you use like this, file name also the same output, or you can use like this also, the output should be the same. Okay, now it will be display the same file content. If I want to display the content followed by the file 1, file 2, file 3, okay, just need to give cat file 1, file 2, file 3, it should be displayed some same. File 3 I don't have any data, that's why it should be didn't show anything. Now to remove the file, command is rm. So I need to delete a file. I need to delete a file 3. Okay, the command is rm. Rm file name. You just need to use. It should be deleted. Now this file should be deleted. File 3 doesn't there. Okay, file 3 should be deleted. I wanted to ask while deleting, before deleting, I just need to be ask the file whether I need to be deleted or not. So I just need to use -I. 1 second. Suppose if I need to prompt whether before if I give rm command, right, whether the file should be deleted or not. So I need to be prompted whether should be deleted or not. So for that one you just need to use rm-I, and I just need to delete it file 4. So this time it will be asked rm is a regular empty file, so whether you just need to be deleted or not. If you say no, it didn't delete it, okay, no or n, anything it should be fine. If you give n, it didn't delete it, so the file should be available. If I see less of n, file 4 should be available. If I give s, right, rm-I and file name, if you give s, sorry, file 4, saying no such file or directory, the file name should be proper. If you give yes, it should be deleted. Now if we give ls-l, the file should be deleted. Okay, you can delete it at a time, 2 files, 3 files also at a time if you wanted to delete n number of files at a time. So you just need to delete file 2, file 5. Okay, if you want to delete file at a time, just the command is rm, it will be remove file 2, file 3 at a time. File 5, sorry. rm can't know such file or directory. rm-r file 2, file 5. On if you give rm-r f file 2, file 5, it should be deleted recursively. File 2 and file 5, it should be deleted now. If I check the file 2, file 5, it should be deleted. R means recursive. Forcefully we are deleting file 2 and file 5. Okay. So if I wanted to delete all folders and directories in this current working directory, so if we give rm-star, it should be deleted current, remove all files in the current directory. If you give rm, it should be deleted. Can't remove test directory. Okay, it should be only deleted the files. So text is a directory, so that's why it should be deleted. So now we have seen how to create the files, how to delete the files. Okay, and we will see in the next session how to give the permissions of the files and all. So currently now we will see how to create a directory. Directory nothing but it's a folder. So to create a folder, the command is mkdir. So I just need to create a bcready folder. So if you go inside the folder, so if you give ls-l, it should be a folder. ls, it will be displayed the files. So the previous files are deleted. If we give, only the folders are available. To create a files, file name should be 1, file 2, okay, these are the files, this under current directory. Currently I am into the home Ubuntu user. Under Ubuntu user, these are the files and directories. So if I need to go inside the bcready, so command is cd, change directory, and I am giving to the bcready. So here if you want to create a files, touch file 4, file 5, you just need to use command like this. So you can create a n number of directories at a time also. Under that also you can create one more directory. So To create a directory, the command is mkdir devops directory. If you need to cd into this one, so you just need to give git maven jenkins. These are the files. Okay, these are the files available. To come out of this one, okay, so the command is currently the folders. Currently we are into the devops directory. To come out of bc ready, the command is cd dash dash. It will be displayed the parent directory of devops bc ready. So devops parent is bc ready. Parent to parent is ubuntu. So to go to home directory, for ubuntu's parent directory is home. So to go at a time, the command is this one, cd dash double dash again dash dash. If you come here, okay, now we are into the home directory. To see three command, we give ubuntu. So under ubuntu we have a folders like bc ready. Under bc ready there is another folder. It should be under this one, we have these files. Okay, tree is the command to display the files and directories. It's in the structure format. Dot means single dot means current directory. So if you give single dot means current directory, double dot means it should be come out of one directory back. If you need to go inside ubuntu, currently we have list of files and directories. If you go to bc ready, here I have files, file 4 and file 5. If I need to copy under devops, we have this file, right? I need to copy these files. Okay, now we will see copy command. If I need to copy the files from this directory, command is cp. Which files you wanted to copy? I need to copy jenkins file to the current directory. That time I just need to use, so cd devops slash jenkins and dot. So inside the devops folder there is a jenkins file, so I need to copy that jenkins file into the current directory. Current directory we have only file 4 and file 5. If we give this one, now if you see ls-l, it should be copied jenkins file to the current dot means current directory. Okay, so like this we can create the files. We can copy the files as well. If you want to copy the files at a time, now you need, if you wanted to copy the files, suppose I need to copy file 4, file 5 to the devops directory. So you just need to use devops So if you cd into devops, you are able to see the list of files. So copy, it should be copied. The it should not be deleted, it should be copied. So it should be one copy of the files. Current folder also it should be there, and whatever the folder you have copied, there also it should be there. Copy means it should be replications, right? So how many replications, like it should be unit, it should be there. Now if you want to copy the directory also, you can able to do the directory also. If you come out of devops, so currently we have test and bcready directories. So if I want to copy bcready directory into the test folder, okay, so cp bcready is the current parent direct source, and I wanted to move to destination is test, so it is not work. Okay, So it is not specified obtaining the directory. So you just need to use cp-r to copy the directories. You just need to use this command. -r means recursively. So now bcready directory should be available under test also. If you go to the test, there is a bcready directory. Okay, under bcready, whatever the files and folders, it should be copied everything. Like this, we have to copy the files. Okay, so we can copy from files from any directory to any directory. The command is same only, cp command. To remove the directory, the command is same only, rm-rf remove recursively forcefully. I need to delete a dev folder. Directory is this one. So it should be deleted dev folder. We have seen rename the file. So to rename the files, we have seen the command is mb. I just need to use file52. I just need to make it docker. So instead of file5, I just name change it to the docker. Should be there. Now if I need to see the content, okay, suppose let me copy some content. Suppose let me copy some content. Let me copy paste it. So vi file4. Currently this data, it should be there in the file. If you see, I need to see how many lines of data. So command is word count. Okay, if I give word count wc-4, it should be displayed the number of lines and the number of words and number of uh, fields and all. Okay, so the command is this one. The 5 so here this 5 represents the total number of lines. This represents total number of words. Okay, total number of 85 words it should be there. This represent number of characters. Okay, if I need to see wc-l and file name, it should be displayed lines. If I need to see count characters, so these are the characters. So this we can able to see. C means characters, W means words, LW means line. We can concatenate this one, -LW and file4. We can do LSW LC also, file4. Okay. Now that's all in this files and directories information. Now we have seen this cat command, touch command, va editor we'll see in some time. So we have seen creating directories. Okay, to create a directory, mkdir file name. To create multiple directories at a time, you can create like this. To create a nested directories, so file so nested directories means under first directory you can need to do second directory like this. Suppose mkdir I just need to create parent directory along with the subdirectories. Suppose parent is a directory, under parent child is a directory, under child I just need to give some kids directory, -p I just need to use space, you just need to give space. So if you see ls-3 parent, it should be one directory, under that there is another directory child directory, under child directory there is one more directory cd parent. See, if you see here there is a child, if you do child it should be created one more directory. So like this we can create at a time multiple directories. Navigation to the directory paths, we have seen cd command, cd, and to get into the directory, to come out of the directory one level back the command is cd dash dash, to come out of two level back the command is cd double dash. Cd hyphen means it should be changed to last working directory. Suppose if I give cd hyphen dash, so what is my previously worked directory, so that it will be shown here. So previously I worked here, if I give again cd dash it should be come out of the child one. Cd means if I give cd and enter, it should be go to home directory directly. See, ubuntu current home directory, to go to the user's home directory. The man command is to see the help of the command, okay, history. So suppose whatever we have typed the command side, to see all the executed command, the command is history. If you see history, it will be displayed all the executed commands till now. Okay, now if you wanted to see the information about this one, ls-lrt, there is a bash history file under /home ubuntu ls-la, there is a bash history. So if you want to delete any information here, okay, you just need to open this file. So all the files it should be available, but this is not the recommended way to delete the files. If you need to clear the history, the command is history hyphen c. If you give this command, it will be deleted complete history. Sorry, if I type again history, it should be deleted all the executed commands. Now one more command is like copy files. Okay, copy command we have seen how to copy. Hyphen r means recursive, v means verbose, copy with permissions, hyphen p means permissions. Moving or renaming the file, we have seen mv command. Deleting files, we have seen how to delete and how to delete that one. Okay, date command we have seen, cal command we have seen. Viewing files, if you give these commands, like this is the simple command. Suppose let me insert some data in this file. Cat file1, cat file1. Currently I don't have any data into the file1, so let me copy the file ls-l under root directory. Whatever the data, it should be there. I just need to copy to file1. Now if you see file 1, these are the data inside the map file. Okay, now I need to see only top 5 lines. So command is head command. Head file 1, if you give, it should be displayed few things. If you give tail, it should be displayed bottom of the line file 1, it will be displayed bottom of the file. If I need to only few lines of the data, okay, the command is, if I need to see head hyphen n 5 file 1, it should be displayed top 5 lines only. Same like tail, I just need to see bottom 5 lines. The command is this one. So head hyphen n number, it will be displayed. Tail without n also, it should be displayed. If I just need to give, so it will be displayed the same only. So to view very less, the command is less. If you give less and file name, it should be displayed information. Content of the screen view, screen wise it will be displayed. To find the location of the file, we will see the find command, wc command. Wc command we have seen, okay, words, lines, characters of the file. So that's all about in this session. Thanks for watching.